What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Battlefleet Gothic Armada. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today, and we are going to be learning from some lessons. Are those my ships sitting around? See, that'd be really, really cool, too. Oh, those are my ships. So you can see your ships, like, in the background. That's our big gold ship right there. What the hell is that thing? Why are there lights flickering down that corridor? Yeah, you can see our ships all over the place. That's really, really cool. I never realized that till just now. You can see all the ships in the background. Badass. So we got to get 300 renown. The last battle went poorly for us. I played a little bit too aggressively, I think. I'm not sure how I would have played that one differently. I'm not totally sure. With 300 points, it kind of seemed like the enemy had us outnumbered enough to where I had to go straight for the enemy's gate. But at the same time, that definitely, we got defeated. We got our asses kicked. And so we completed the objective, but we couldn't get out of the escape zone, and so we ended up losing, if you didn't watch the last episode. So, what I took from that is that maybe... Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe I should have, like, fought with some of the escort craft first, and maybe scrapped with them for a little bit, and after killing 2 or 3 of the escort craft, then maybe I could have gone after the platform safely. It's a tough call, and it's difficult to tell in this situation what you could have done differently. I watched the replay just because I like to fixate on stuff like that, and I'm not the best at strategy games. That's why I'm usually, I was almost not going to play this on the channel just because I'm not good at strategy games, and I know putting yourself up on the internet when you're not good at something is basically an invitation for people just to, like, bitch at you and be upset. And so I almost didn't cover this one, but I decided I'd go through since it's 40k, people expected me to. And I'm glad that I did because I like the game a lot. Just be aware that I'm not very good at it. That's all there is to it. So with 500 points here, I would run something that looks like that, like hella escort ships. I mean, technically I could run another cruiser, but since we don't have him outfitted yet, I think it would be a waste of time. Oh, you can't, can I go back? Oh, you can't go back. I was going to go back and see if maybe we could outfit a little bit, but once you're in, it looks like you are dedicated to the cause. We'll fight like this. This will be okay. The firestorms will be alright. I know it'll be alright. I am unafraid, Nerdcastle. I am unafraid. Although, with the amount of small craft we have in on this one, there's actually a real chance we may face insubordination for the first time in this battle. We may face it for the first time, although we've got a really good fleet here. I'm going to corner deploy because it seems like the AI likes to do some really odd, strange things here. We're going to have the cruiser tank. We're going to have kind of a spearhead formation here, with these guys forming the head of the lance. And then we'll have these guys spaced out a little bit. And I don't mean they're floating in space, because they're absolutely doing that right. Oh, they placed all on one side with us too. Okay.
Helm coordinates acknowledged.
That is acceptable. I can deal with that. I can deal. My first suggestion would maybe be to hide our escort craft inside this cloud over here. They're going to go ahead and launch probes. It looks like they've got several out and running right now. How is their spacing looking? Their spacing... I mean, we don't even have any indicator on that side of the field, so they probably have a lot on that side. We just won't know about it until we get there. I think I'm okay with just taking this beacon to the face.
At your command.
It might be worth it to set up ambush craft over there. Let's get everybody configured while we wait. So you, sir, what was your bombardment? It was light macro. Light macro. So you're going to engage from 6 to a side. You're going to engage from... I think... Are you at 6 right here, or are you at 3? You're at 6, so 6 to a front. You're going to engage at 6 to a front. Should be perfectly fine. Have you run that. Run that. I do wish that it kept these configurations in between fights so that I could just do them as necessary. You're engaging to a side at 6k. Firestorms are going to be engaging at a front at 3k. And that should give us a pretty good grid of murder.
At your command. Ship ready.
I'm going to pull him out to the front just like we did last time.
Underway.
Keep the escorts in the back and just kind of chilling, so I can have them sweep down one side when it becomes necessary. This is going to be a big gunfight, like right at the beginning, so be ready for it. It is gonna pop off. That was kind of a warning for me, too.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, so they're engaging from long distance. We've got what looks like a carrier coming in from that side. We're going to take serious damage over here. We need to be ready to mitigate that.
Activating tactical cogitators.
Let's go ahead and keep that up and running, because he is going to take some damage from bombers.
Yes, Admiral.
And first target has been selected. We are in
Activating tactical cogitators.
target number 1. We're going to set him as our first priority. He's going to die almost instantaneously by my estimation. It should definitely be upsetting for him.
Activating tactical cogitators.
Let's go ahead and rotate shields around to there.
Underway.
Got another probe coming through. We're going to keep on sweeping.
Activating tactical cogitators.
I need you guys to travel this way.
Enemy ship sighted.
That's a priority 1 target.
Awaiting orders.
We got ourselves a cruiser. So let's go broadsides with him. Everybody else, get there when you get there. I'm not going to run repairs just yet.
Ship ready.
I will, however, pass around shields a little bit,
Tactical cogitators.
just to be safe. Got a stasis field on this side. It's unfortunate. We'll go full burn to see if we can move through it a little bit, but he's got us right in his grid work, unfortunately, so we're going to be subject to a little bit of pain before we can get out of this one. I am going to run a similar tactic on this side just to sort of steer them around. That's going to force them to go around that way. I wasn't trying to actually hit them with it. Does anybody have a shield transfer for me?
Activating tactical cogitators.
Kill that burn. Oh my lord.
Activating tactical cogitators.
That is a lot of sparklies, my friends. That is a lot of sparklies that we are putting out. I think they'll probably... Actually, I think they might be running 2 carriers. I don't know.
Awaiting orders.
Shield transfer to the big guy. Let's get him started on some repairs. Terminator boarding failed, unfortunately. I wish that were not the case, but indeed it is, so we live with it.
At your command.
Come on, get that. Oh, he warped out. Okay, well, that's almost as good as a kill. It's not quite as good, but we live with it. And it looks like we may have this fight cleaned up shortly. Who's got a shield transfer? Give it to that poor little bastard over there. Woo! God, I hate that ability. But it's like your guys naturally seem to lump up, so what are you going to do about it? Ah, there's the cruiser. There's the big guy. Lightning strike, we're on board. Weapons are destroyed. We're going to set him as priority 1 target, set him as priority 2 target. Let's go ahead and knock out those engines, and then we'll start working on the gen. Actually, get the Jenny first.
At your command.
Got too many guys here who are prow in, I think.
Awaiting
We've got shield transfers ready to go. Let's run repairs. And that's good. Fantastic. Everything's looking solid. My estimation is that either way, I think we're going to end up lumped like this. Simply due to the fact that the enemy rotates, we rotate. It is what it is. Ooh, he stasis bombed everybody.
activating tactical cogitators.
Let's jam him, because he's going to try and make distance right here. Let's get shields up on the little ships. Everybody else is looking pristine. And aside from that,
Imperial escort destroyed.
that's okay.
Your orders.
30 seconds left on that guy.
Yes, Admiral.
Go stasis bomb right there, just to kind of force him into the same situation we were just in. Oh, how you like me now? There it is. Enjoy being slowed and then missiled to shit, my friends. Enjoy it. Take a second. You earned this. You have earned this. I think he's trying to warp out. I think he doesn't want to stay with us. I don't think he wants to be friends anymore. I just warp out right now if I was him. I just bail. Try to retain as much of my crew as I can here. Alright, damage teams on repairs.
Ship ready.
We still have a we still have a cruiser over there. That's unfortunate.
Ship ready. At your command.
Yeah.
Damage teams begin repairs now.
Yeah, just get damage teams on it, whatever. Man, they seem to work out. I wonder if the game actually uses like some kind of mathematical formula, like it calculates how long it's gonna take versus how much your DPS is or something. Because it seems like they warp like right at the perfect time to where you just can't quite DPS them down.
Awaiting orders.
To my mind, it'd be kind of funny if they did that. All right, everybody.
Activating tactical cogitators.
It's time to go find ourselves
Your
a fleet
orders.
carrier that's been messing with us this whole time. What's wrong with you? Everything. I mean, he's not like, look, he's not that damaged right now. Like, everything looks good. It's just that unfortunately, they've wiped out several large chunks of his supplementary systems. But everything else is alright. He looks way worse than he actually is right now. I'm gonna add that. Oh, really? He's got assault boated, huh? Yikes. Rough one.
Admiral.
You guys are the faster ships. I want you to run this guy down. He's been causing us some pretty major headaches this entire time. And actually, I think that's a fleet carrier. I'm sorry, I think that's a fleet cruiser. That's not a fleet light cruiser, which is what I'm accustomed to. That would explain why he's been so able.
Cruising speed set.
Kill the cruising speed before you crash into each other, you idiots. Go ahead and flash that on out. Everything else looks good.
At your command.
He's probably going to try and pull a runner right here. I do, however, have stasis bombs. Let's get a feel for...
Resuming normal functions.
There we go. Let's turn him back into us real quick. You guys, I need you to avoid that minefield, please.
Activating tactical cogitators.
Okay, never mind. You go up and around, and then come around right there. No, never mind. You hit the mines anyway, so keep going.
Cogitators.
We didn't get him with the stasis, but the stasis... Oh, we did get him with the
We lost an
stasis.
escort ship.
Oh, we did? It's the minefield, huh? Disappointing. Expected, though. Escort ships I don't really care about. They're dime a dozen.
Deep striking.
I don't feel guilty about it one tiny little bit. I should, but I don't.
Activating tactical cogitators. Activating tactical cogitators.
Man, he's a speedy little prick, ain't he? He gets around.
Ship ready. At your command.
Yes, indeed he is. He's quick. He's real quick.
Awaiting orders.
Fortunately for him, I don't think he's gonna make it.
Activating tactical cogitators.
Let's go front aside because he's gonna try and warp. I'm gonna need... Oh, I lost my engine, so he can't turn any faster. Okay. Oh, balls. I just shot my own ship with torpedoes. I hit the wrong button. I was trying to hit the lightning strike, but then... Oh. There's an expensive loss. So at least we gave him a little bit of a black eye. I like how the fights get longer as the point values go up. That makes me happy. I'm going to have to figure out a way to keep my guys from clumping like that. clumping like Eddie Murphy up in here. I think I need more ships that swirl and rotate, though. That would make it a little bit easier, but our guys are basically all landing on top of each other. That or we could have many, many more small engagements, but I don't know if that's a smart idea either. 366 right there. That's pretty good for a renown value. That should allow us to get the other cruiser outfitted. Or maybe buy ourselves a battle cruiser if we really wanted one. Double cruisers, though, I'm okay with not unlocking things like right this second. Now, what was his ability? He was going to be an artillery ship from what I recall. So skills that go into him being an artillery ship, I would suggest... we could put him on probes, sure. Micro warp jump would allow him to get into position better. I'll go plasma bomb. And I'll go micro warp jump, I guess. Just so in case they, for whatever reason, we end up with somebody on top of him, he can move and reposition and do what he needs to do in order to maintain his artillery supremacy. On top of that, we don't really get any of these yet, so we're going to have to take him into a couple of battles first before he's going to be incredibly useful at anything. Got no level ups, got no stuff to do, so that's all looking fine. The Firestorms, rocking it pretty hard. The Cobras, what do they have? Just macros? They've got front side macros, huh? So they're all to the front. Problematic, but not completely and totally undealable. We could have them do disruption charge, which I think would be pretty good. Refine lenses might help with that clumping problem, so we can get them in at 6K instead of 3K. We could also go targeting matrix, which would be alright, I guess. I mean, that'll cost me another 200. So the question now comes down to, do we want a battle cruiser or do we want to make our escorts way better? I kind of want a battle cruiser. I'm not going to lie to all of you. A battle cruiser sounds sexy as hell, so let's save for a battle cruiser. We got data recovery attacker. That kind of sucks, but I'm not that upset about it. I think we can make it work. Got more than enough points to play like a really, really heavy force here, so that's what I'm going to do. And we'll just hope for the best. Data recovery should be winnable pretty easily. Chasing people around is kind of the whole... they try to kite you pretty hard in this situation. We've got stasis bombs, but they take forever to go off, and the AI seems to have like some kind of prescient knowledge about where they are. Whereas like when I get shot with bombs, it doesn't put anything on the ground or whatever, I don't think. I don't know, it's weird. If I know the AI, he's going to try and run around this asteroid cluster over here. That's my guess. He will more than likely try that shit.
Enemy ship sighted.
I think that's him right there. Yep, I was right. He's headed straight for that asteroid field.
Engines hot.
God, the AI does this. So what the AI will do is they'll get to the asteroid field and they'll just go in circles around it over and over and over again. It's kind of like if you ever played World of Warcraft arenas back in the day. It's pole kiting. It's a frustration. It can be an irritating tactic. It can definitely be one of those things you're like, I want to hurt you. Alright. So one thing at a time. We'll use our tactical cogitators. This is the guy with the broadside, so he fights at a side to the sixes. You fight to a front. You fight to the front. You fight to the sides. You fight to the sides. We actually should be fairly well lined up right here. Although, this is the Tyrant, so he fights from 6K. So either way, we're still going to have to live with that. We don't want everything to be automatic in this one. I know that in previous runs, we've set everything to automatic. But this one right here, we want to save our boarding actions if we can. And I want to trigger those at a proper moment. We're going to be ignoring everything over here. Let's get out of the way of these, or, you know, get in the way of these torpedoes if we can. We're probably going to eat a stasis pretty early on. He is a carrier, so he's probably built for all kinds of nasty evasion. Yes, indeed. So there it is. You, sir, stay out of that right there. Assault boats are on board. We'll go ahead and negate that. Unfortunately, we just got to live with it. I need everybody on him.
Yes, Admiral.
You gentlemen, keep on running.
At your command. Resuming normal function.
Yet another stasis. Dear Christ, they have so many stasis bombs.
Engines hot.
And then he's got a cloaking device, it looks like, too. This is going to be a fun one, I can tell already.
Underway.
Alright, go get him. Come on, lads.
Awaiting
Once we run through the attrition, this shouldn't be so bad.
At your command.
Just got to get him cornered up for right now. And then once he's cornered, we'll jump out.
We are the Imperial Navy.
Yeah, I know what he's trying to do. Basically, this always happens with the assassination and with the data recovery. You end up cornered up. There you go, man. Get up there. Get up there. Generators appear to be down.
Your orders.
And the second those shields go down,
Helm coordinates.
we gotta
acknowledged.
close. We gotta close like right now.
Activating tactical cogitators.
Okay, data acquired. We got 36 seconds now to hang out before we can warp out. They're gonna swap their tactics to full bombardment of this poor little guy right here. We just have to live with that
Lock on target.
and keep him alive as much as possible. Go ahead and throw some shields on the big guy back here.
Activating tactical cogitators.
He's gonna be number 1.
Enemy ship sighted.
He's gonna be number 2.
Enemy ship
And we just have to last another 30 seconds or so. Actually, you know what? Everybody on him, whatever.
Activating tactical cogitators.
Stasis bomb. There would work, but
At your command.
who's got my big plasma bomb? There we go. Let's scare them a little bit, shall we? Because they really got nowhere to go here.
Orders received. Activating tactical cogitators.
Plasma bomb should sort that out for us. Let's get him warped out. We'll give him a shield because he's the only one that actually needs to escape.
Yes, Admiral.
And once he's out, we should be good. A little bit of chaos right there, though. Little bit of barely organized chaos. He does have a hull breach. Come on, hold your breath. Are you for real right now? It can be passed back and forth.
Navigator will go.
Oh, dude, come on. You've got to be kidding me.
Activating tactical cogitators.
There we go.
At your command. Activating tactical cogitators. This was your last chance, Captain.
Alright, so we got to execute the captain over there. We're warping out with the data, hopefully. There, oh my god. Chaos, man, chaos. That was upsetting. I didn't know they could steal it back. So apparently there's like a little passback thing going on. Alright, that's upsetting. That's deeply upsetting. I got nothing funny to say about it. I was like, I got the data. I got the data. And they were like, nope, I got the data. I was like, and then they jacked it right before my ship warped out, so they effectively destroyed one of my ships. For all intents and purposes for the battle, they destroyed. Oh, are you serious? Are you serious? Oh, that is deeply upsetting. We need like one more so that we can get our cruiser. There's just this entire episode just upsetting. Entire episode. Oh no, we needed 300. Battle cruiser. I gotta do it now. I gotta reward you guys so we can take the Mars, which is Nova Cannon, Lance Turret, Ordnance Launch Base, so it's a carrier, and Macro Battery, or the Overlord, which has plasmas. It has pretty serious ordnance here. I think the Lance Turret goes on the front, though. So he can engage from 12K. Let's go with a carrier because everything is too clogged up for us right now anyways. You know, it doesn't look that much bigger. You gotta put it next to something else. Gotta put it next to something else so we can see how big this thing actually is. How come mine doesn't have stuff mounted on top of it? There's had stuff mounted on top of it. That's not my favorite. I think that's it right there, but it's off in the distance and you can't really tell. My name is Splattercat. That's the end of our next episode of Battlefleet Gothic Armada. I will see you in future episodes. Bye, everybody.